I'm going to explain to you why your job can never make you rich. I work at SpaceX, and I love the job. I refurbish the fairings, which is the top part of the rocket that opens up and your little satellites or whatever the heck the payload is that's inside comes out. The main mission of SpaceX is make it to Mars as soon as 2 years from now, which is a really cool goal and probably one of the highest goals that a single business could be achieving right now. Like, no one in history has ever attempted to go to Mars, much less there's no one even close to making it to Mars. No one as close as us anyways. I went from job to job before this, going from $15 an hour to $16 an hour to $20 an hour. And every single time I got a new pay raise, it was the most money I ever made in my life, but yet I literally could not keep my head above water. Every single time I made more money, the economy either got worse or my expenses went up. Just my whole attitude around money was not very good. Now, I had done some other investments and whatnot. Some of them have paid off. I literally work for the second most successful company owned by the richest person in the planet. Elon Musk owns SpaceX, and he is the richest guy on the planet. And in my mind, I thought, if I can work here, he can give me the most bang for my buck because he's got the most money to give out. But then I did the math. Based on the current pay that I was getting at the time, it would take me 15 years to make $1 million. And that's if I spent none of my money per year on anything at all. I even did more math. The amount that I got based on the current valuation of the company was 0.0000003% of the total net worth of the company. 7 zeros followed by a 3, that is almost nothing compared to what the company makes as a whole. And I came to the realization of this. If I'm actually ever going to build wealth in my life, I need to be the person who owns the company. I can't be the person working for the company for the rest of my life. I was watching this one video by an awesome guy named Myron Golden. He said there's 4 levels of value. There's imagination, there's communication, there's unification, and there's implementation. On the imagination level is where Elon Musk is. He comes up with the idea, build a reusable rocket, build an energy efficient electric car, make it to Mars. These are the ideas that Elon Musk comes up with. He then takes those ideas and gives them to the next level of value, which is the communication level. And then he gives them to the communicators, like the CEOs and the vice presidents and the senior directors. Get the message out. Those are the people who can get the message to the masses, find the investors, find all the different people who can help bring in the wealth to fund the idea that he has. After all that is going and the well-oiled machine is started, then comes in the unification, which is the management team. You have managers and supervisors and leads. After the unification step comes the implementation step. That is the actual people who get the work done. In our case, I'm in the implementation level. I'm no less important than any of the other steps, because all of us working together form what needs to happen for the company. But the thing that makes it different is this. At any job, not just SpaceX, the people on the implementation level, they get anywhere from $10,000 to $80,000 a year. And that's the amount of value that they can provide being in the implementation step, which literally means you trade your time and muscles for money, which is tiring, I think that a lot of you know. On the second step, the unification step, you're trading your time, but not your muscles. You are now the manager, the supervisor, the senior manager, whatever it is. You're helping direct all the workflow of the implementers. You're a person who now has a little bit more of their own energy back, but you still have to spend all the time at the job in exchange for money. Those people generally get anywhere between $40,000 a year to $250,000 a year. $250,000 a year sounds like a lot to a lot of people, but do you really want to lose all that time? And in comparison to the net worth of the entire company or the net worth of some of even the higher up executives in the company, it's not much. The next step is the communication step, and the people in the communication step, like I said, the CEOs, the CFOs, the vice presidents, the senior directors, things like that. This is not just at SpaceX, by the way. They'll generally make anywhere from $300,000 a year to $1 million per year. In a lot of people's book, exactly where they would want to be to live perfectly comfortable and have so much more to be able to help anyone in their family that they want. And you know what? More power to you. But a lot of times, the people on that communication level, if you're working for a company, the company knows that they own you and they want you to know that they own you. The people who are on the imagination level, such as Elon Musk, own the companies. They're the ones who get the most revenue from the companies. They're the ones who are able to make decisions and do whatever they want with their time. They buy their time back. Not that it's a terrible thing to work a job. I think that it's actually a pretty good thing to work a job so you can learn what you don't want to do. Did you know that back in the old days, like 2,000 years ago, there was only two classifications of jobs, soldiers and slaves, and then literally like everybody else owned their own business or did their own thing. They fished and they sold their fish. They farmed and they sold their goods. They made trinkets and they sold their art. They made medicines and they were the doctors. They sold their things to other people. That's how everything was created, through profitable assets, not just people getting money. As I was thinking about all this, it finally clicked. I need to be on the imagination level. The best security that you could have is building your own business, creating value for other people so that other people are able to pay you in return for the goods or services that you can offer them. That is how you create wealth, and that is the formula for creating wealth since the beginning of time. Building your own business using a skill set that you've developed is definitely the best way to go about it.